Hello everyone, this is Dr. Mihir Shah once again with another video. In this video, we're going to solve March 2019 university question paper of the subject Goods and Service Tax, also known as GST. Again, a very important video for all the TYBMS SEM6 student. This is the part 1 of the solution of March 2000 paper. Okay, so let us see what questions are and how to solve those questions. Okay, now this is the very first question in the question paper. Find the place of supply of goods from the following transaction and give your explanation to the answer. Number one, Mr. A of Nasik, that is from Maharashtra, sells 20 refrigerator to C of Ahmedabad, Gujarat for delivery at Mr. C's place of business in Ahmedabad. So now here, if you look carefully here, the goods are moving from Nasik, Maharashtra to Gujarat. Okay, so see how you have to write this answer here. Here, your place of supply will always be, this is a movement of goods. So under movement of goods, the last delivery area or place will be your place of supply. So here, your place of supply will be Gujarat, okay, Ahmedabad, okay, because it involves supply, supply involves movement of goods, and under the rule of movement of goods, your POS will be the place where the delivery terminates. Okay, so your answer is Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Second, Igdanta Limited from Mumbai gives a contract to Sunshine Limited to assemble a power plant in Kutch. Assemble, install ka rule is wherever the installation or assembly takes place, that place will become a place of supply. So your second answer for POS will be Kutch, Gujarat, because goods are assembled or installed at site. And the rule for that is the POS will be the place where the assembly or the installation takes place. Third, Mr. Ashwin of Pune places an order on Mr. Amod of Mumbai for delivery of certain goods. Mr. Ashwin directs Mr. Amod to deliver the goods to Rahul. Now, if you look carefully here, okay, there are three partners. Mr. Ashwin, he places an order. He gives a call to Amod so Amod is a supplier. Ashwin places the order to deliver the goods, to a third party, Mr. Rahul. So the recipient is Rahul. Amod is the supplier, and Mr. Ashwin is the person who has given the order. So now this is a three-party base sum. So the rule is under three-party base, the person who gives the order, that person's address or that person's place will become your place of supply. So that answer will be Pune. The supplier delivers goods to the recipient on or the any other person on the direction of the third person. So under that case, the POS will be the place of the third person. And last, Mr. Z purchases coffee and snacks on board of Airjet Mumbai to Delhi flight when the aircraft flying over Gujarat. The food items are loaded into aircraft at Mumbai. Now this is for goods. You are buying goods when the flight was over Gujarat. Under good it doesn't matter. Whenever you're boarding of a vessel or a conveyance, okay, the place where the goods are loaded, okay, or boarded, that place will become your place of supply. So place of supply will be Mumbai because goods are supplied on a vessel. POS will be the place where the goods are loaded. Okay. Very simple sum. You just have to remember the rules. For the rules, okay, see, I have already created a separate video on place of supply. So once you know those rules, the sum is very simple. Okay. Chalo, this was question number 2A. I hope everyone have understood it. Next, question number 2B. Now under 2B, there were two parts, question 1 and 2. Okay, so we'll take one at a time. Uh, Find the time of supply from the following and give you explanation. Determine the time of supply where the supply involves movement of goods. Now here they have given you movement of goods, their date of removal, date of invoice and date of payment. So now look at the solution. Okay, first the rules, the explanation or the rules of your answer. Since it is a movement of goods, okay, the time of supply involving the movement of goods, the rule is the time of supply of goods will be earlier of the following, that is time of removal or date of invoice. So under time of removal and date of invoice, whichever is the earlier date, that will become your time of supply. So how you have to solve them? Very simple. Note down the three columns as it is. We'll make one additional column where we will write it as TOS, that is time of supply. Now, first October and second October. First October is the earlier date, so my timer supply will be, first October. In the second will be the answer. So I'll have third column timer supply. First answer will be, see, under removal, movement of good. The rule is date of removal and date of invoice, whichever is earlier among that will be your answer. So first October and second October will be your answer. Okay, very simple. Again, these are purely based on rules. Next, determine the time of supply if there is continuous supply of goods. Now, when there is continuous supply, we have different rules. In case of continuous supply of goods, the time of supply will be the earlier of date of invoice, date of statement, and sorry, I'll erase it. Okay, date of invoice, date of account statement, and date of payment. Among these three, whichever is the earliest date, that will become your time of supply. The first rule, we note down the question as it is, all these three, four columns. Now, date of invoice, date of statement of account, and date of payment, whichever will be the earlier date, that will be your time of supply. So, in our first example, 1st December, 5th December, and 2nd December. So, 1st December will be the answer. 21st Jan, 5th Jan, and 10th Feb. So 5th Jan will be your answer. So 1st December and 5th Jan will be your time of supply. Again, a very simple sum, only purely based on rules. Chalo, this was question number 2A and 2B. Alternately, there were or may 2A, 2P and Q. So let us see the other two questions now. Question number 2P. Measures rather traders supplied certain goods worth rupees 5,25,000 inclusive of GST. I think GST is already included in it. And equipment worth 8,50,000 excluding GST to Gita Works. Compute the value of supply and the GST payable. So now here they have given you particulars, goods and equipment. Two types of goods have been given. Commission, packing, freight, inspection, designing. Rather traders gives you discount on equipment. Taxes other than GST is given to us 12,000 and 21,000. And rate of GST on goods is 5%, on equipment it is 12%. Okay, now we need to find value of supply. Now value of supply ka rule is very simple. You always first note down the value of goods. You add all the expenses other than GST. Okay, all the expenses which are incurred less discount, that will give you a value of supply. To that we add our GST and we'll get a final net value of supply. So let us see how we solve. Computation of value of supply, that's my heading. Particulars, goods and equipment. Very first thing we will always note down is the value of goods. So I'll write value of goods. Now for goods, meaning goods in the sense value of goods and equipments. Again, this case, the goods ka amount was 5,25,000, but it was inclusive of GST. If it is inclusive, we'll have to remove the GST out. Okay. So basically, I can say that is this value includes GST. We'll have to remove the GST out. So look at this calculation. Okay, for goods, I'm doing the calculation here. 5,25,000 includes 5% GST. So can I say it is 105? Okay, if I have to put it in the base form of 100, so if 5% GST is added, so it is 105. So 100 is how much? That is what we need to find. So we'll have to cross multiply. So it will be 5,25,000 into 100 divided by 105. Okay, and once you multiply and divide, you will get your goods ka value as 5 lakhs. So value of goods is 5 lakh. Equipment was excluding, so we take 8,50,000 as it is. Now one by one, commission, yes, it gets added 10,000 and 15,000. Packing charges, yes, again that will get added to your bill 7 and 2. Freight 7 8,200. Inspection charges 570 1350, and designing charges 2270 and 1350. All these were added. Next, discount will come later also. We will skip it right now. We'll go to the next adjustment. Taxes other than GST, yes, that needs to be added 12,000 and 21,000. Okay. All other expenses are added. Now let's minus the discount. Discount was only given on equipment, so less discount 20,000 only in equipment. Now we add up the all the values of goods will give you total value of supply, and equipment may say you add up all minus 20,000, that will give you a value of supply. So we get the value as 5 lakh 38,840 and 8 lakh 78,900. On this, GST will be charged. Okay, so we have CGST and SGST. So 5 ka CGST will be 2.5, 12 ka it will be 6. So 2.5% of this and 6% on this. Similarly, SGST also will be there. And finally, we add up all these three values. Okay, you add up all the three values, you will get your final value of supply under both the cases. Okay. So this is how all had to solve the sum based on value of supply. That was question number 2P. Okay, very simple sum. Now let us see the next question, that is under question number 2, the last question, that is 2Q. Find the time of supply of service from the following transaction and give explanation to your answer. Okay, number one, determine the time of supply. Now, again, in this, there are two parts of us. We are going to solve the first part. That is, determine the time of supply under service under normal case. Okay, now this is very important. Service, normal case, rules are there. We need to be very careful with those rules. Okay, chalo, let us see what are those rules. This is the question number 2Q, the second part. Determine the time of supply of service when under RCM method. Okay, we have date of invoice, provision of service, payment of books, and the debit of bank account. Okay, now whenever RCM method is given, the rule is very simple. Under reverse charge, the time of supply will be the earliest of date of payment. That is this date of which the amount has been debited, and 60 days. So we'll have to create another column called 60 days from the date of invoice. Okay, so I'll just make this here. This is like A, B, C, and D. We'll make another two column, that will be E, and this is your F. First step, you need to create, that is date immediately after 60 days from A. So from invoice, calculate 60 days and we need to get those dates. Then we need to compare C, D, and E. Whichever is earlier, that will be your answer. So 16th November and 4th Feb, 60 days ahead, the dates will be 15 Jan and 5th April. Okay, so now from CD and in the first case, 16 Jan, 11 Jan, and 15 Jan. 11 is the earliest date, that will become your time of supply. 3rd April, 2nd April, and 5th April. 2nd April is the earliest, so your answer will be 2nd April. Okay. So this is how you'll have to solve the sum based on reverse charge mechanism of supply of service. Okay, so I hope everyone have understood the question number 2 from the paper. So with that, we will be ending this video here. Thank you.